Hello, everyone, and welcome back. This is David Lucas within the news. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram. Um, I'm just going to jump right in. I've got a couple of things I wanted to mention. I'm not going to take up too much of your time today. I usually give myself about 5 minutes on these episodes, so I'm going to jump right in. We have a situation in America that's been going on for some time. And believe it or not, COVID-19 gave us a reprieve. But now that everything's opening back up, it seems and appears it's coming right back with a vengeance. And that is, we have an issue with gun control in America. Okay, now, before you switch off your computer, before you switch off your TV, before you switch off your device, if you're listening to this and you've gotten here so far, let me explain while I'm talking to you about this. The reason I'm talking to you about this is because we've been going on for the last few years doing the same thing and not getting anywhere with this issue. And this is my problem with it. The people who swear by having guns and want to have their guns take no responsibility for these incidents and these deaths that keep happening. Let me give you an example. We're here almost at the end of May 2021, and we've already had 232 mass shootings in America. And those mass shootings mean lives lost, 4 or more each time an incident like that happens. Let me share with you how often this happens. There were 12 mass shootings this last weekend in America. And there were 11 mass shootings the weekend before that. And it appears to be escalating more and more. And to make this situation even more challenging, we have governors, senators, congressmen that are making laws in states that allow people to carry handguns without permits. That means no background checks. They don't check to see if these people have psychological problems, if these people have felonies. They're not checking for any of that. Let me tell you why that's important to you and I. The reason that's important to you and I is because this last week, this week in San Jose, California, there was a mass shooting and 9 people died. That could have been anyone. That could have been my child. That could be my sister. That could be my mother. That could be anyone. And these people died from ages ranging in their 20s to their 60s. Some were about retirement age. And so in a few more years, these guys were going to retire, collect their benefits, and move on into their lives. But now their lives are gone. So I share this with you because this is something we've got to fix. This is a problem that can be fixed, and it's up to you and I to decide how we're going to fix it. Right now, we're electing governors, senators, mayors, congressmen, and representatives that are choosing not to care about this, and they're giving everyone permitless opportunity to get guns. And that increases danger to our families. That increases danger to our lives. These people who lost their lives in this incident, in all of these incidents, they deserve to live. And that's a right, as well as the right to have a firearm. There's also a right for the person who wants to live to not want a coworker or anyone just walk in and lose it and go postal and start killing everybody. And I know this sounds very random. I know this sounds very rash, but it's not, because over the years, all our politicians do is make these foolish laws, and then they send their thoughts and prayers on TV after someone dies as a result of it. And so I'm sharing this with you, hopefully, that we can somehow come to some kind of agreement or balance. I'm not saying, for those of you, the first thing you're going to say is, well, you want to take away our Second Amendment rights and take away our guns, and we're not about to do that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we need to have some type of gun control, some kind of measurable gun control, to where people are not losing their lives aimlessly, senselessly, because of your right and because of my right and because we have the right to carry a gun around. And when we get angry, we can lash out at anyone we choose. And most often, when these incidents happen, the shooter or the killer wind up dead, along with harming all of these other families. They wind up dead, and then no one pays the price or pays the cost or takes responsibility for putting the gun in this person's hand. So for my right to have a gun, I take no responsibility for the lives lost at the hands of a gun, at the hands of an incompetent user of a gun. And I don't find that that's right. It doesn't make sense. So we've got to stop thinking we can fix a problem the same way we've tried to before, over and over again, and nothing happens. Nothing is happening when we keep doing the same thing over and over. We have to make some decisions, and we have to carry this to our senators, our mayors, our governors, our congressmen, our state representatives. We have to take it to the president and say, we do not want to live in fear with these guns. We've got to do something about these guns. I don't know what the answer is, but I just know that we're all in danger if we don't take this seriously and do something about it. That's David Lucas. This is In the News. If you like this type of content, please join the conversation. I'm hoping that we can together change the world. Thank you.